Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel for the first time. Bit of a different one this. One of my American viewers sent me a message on the Facebook page and asked if they could make a paid request for me to react to a video regarding the floods in Texas. And do you know what? Because of what's been going on, I haven't been like keeping up with the news about it. I don't know anything about it really. I've just seen main headlines of articles saying that there's been a crazy storm in Texas and there's floods and a lot of people are missing. And I think the last time I saw something regarding the death toll, it was a 3-figure number. So I said, you don't have to pay me for this. You can have this as a free request because I'm not going to try and make money out of something about something so devastating. But this is the video that they sent me a link to. It's from CNN News 18. It's the Texas floods news update. What led to the floods in Texas? So yeah, this isn't going to be a comedy reaction. It's not going to be me sitting here laughing at my family or the Catherine Tate show. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty serious. But I do want to watch this because I feel like it's something that I should take an interest in. I mean, one of my biggest audience shares is American people. My audience has shifted recently, actually. My second largest audience used to be the United States, but now all of a sudden it's Germany. And Americans are now my 5th largest audience. There's Italy and India above America now, and Germany. The United Kingdom's still my biggest audience, but still, a lot of American viewers, so I feel like, yeah, I should try and at least take an interest in this and see what's going on. So I'm going to take a look at this, and, yeah, I guess here we go.
It started.
Oh, wait. Yeah, if I try and put it too high, it's going to be all laggy, and so let's just have it at 1080p.
With rain, nothing unusual. A forecast for storms, the kind
I see it's lagging already.
Texas has seen before, but in the dead of night, under clouds blacker than ink, the skies opened up, and within hours, a peaceful hill country river turned into a monstrous torrent.
I'm really fucking sorry about this, guys. Let me turn my ad blockers off, because they do chew up a lot of the CPU, to be honest. Let me turn those off. That should help a little bit. Okay, let's go back to about here and see how we do.
A forecast for storms, the kind Texas has seen before, but in the dead of night, under clouds blacker than ink, the skies opened up, and within hours, a peaceful hill country river turned into a monstrous torrent. By dawn on July 4th, more than 50 people were dead, many of them children at a summer camp.
Oh no, come on. No, I don't want to hear that. What? You know, whenever something like this happens and you hear...
Mystic, a Christian retreat.
And you hear that most of them, you know, they mention people that have died in like a large group of people and they say most of them are children. I just hate that. Come on. Did it say a summer camp? So those kids that have been like there to enjoy their summer holiday, school holidays. I mean, most of the schools in England broke up today for their 6-week summer holidays, or however many weeks they have now. When I was a kid, it was 6 weeks. I think some schools get longer now. I think some schools get 7 weeks or 8 weeks. I don't know. I can't be sure. But yeah, that.
By dawn on July 4th, more than 50 people were dead, many of them children at a summer camp.
On the 4th of July as well, of all days. on Independence Day.
Camp Mystic, a Christian retreat
That
nestled
is-
along the Guadalupe River, became a nightmare. Bunk beds were ripped apart, teddy bears covered in mud, a girl's sandal caught in a tree branch 15 feet above ground. The flood
Why is the newscaster reporting on this sounding so cheerful about talking about dead children? Is this an AI voiceover or what? Sorry, am I wrong to point that out or notice that? No, I can't be. She's too cheerful about this, right? This was being reported on in the UK. It'd be, professional somber tone. Like when we had the attacks in Southport last year, and it was being reported on the news. The newscaster, they were always saying it in a voice which showed they knew this was awful and to show respect. She's reporting on this like it's something good.
became a nightmare. Bunk beds were ripped apart, teddy bears covered
Bunk beds were ripped apart, teddy bears covered in mud.
in mud, a girl's sandal caught in a
girl's
tree
sandal?
branch 15 feet above ground. The flood didn't just kill, it erased.
The flood didn't just kill, it erased. Sorry, I can't shake that. Anyway, sorry.
So how did it happen and why wasn't anyone prepared? The answers lie in a perfect storm of science, geography and failure. Texas Hill Country is beautiful, but deadly. It's part of what scientists call Flash Flood Alley, a crescent-shaped stretch of land known for its steep hills, thin soil and rapid runoff. When rain hits here, it doesn't sink in, it flows, and fast.
Right.
A rare atmospheric phenomenon developed, a mesoscale convective vortex, a swirling pocket of air about 30 miles wide. It grabbed moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and hurled it inland like a fire hose. One after another, training thunderstorms struck the same area again and again. Over 1.8 trillion gallons of rain fell on the Edwards Plateau in just a few hours. That's 4 months of rain in a single night.
4 months worth of rain in a single night. I remember not that long ago when we had a rainstorm and they said it was like a month's rain over the course of a day. Like 24 hours in some places, and hearing that on the British Weather Report was surprising. But 4 months of rain in a night, yeah, how do you prepare for that?
National Weather Service did issue alerts. Flood watches were posted Thursday afternoon, but their models predicted 3 to 5 inches of rain, not 10, not 18. By the time flash flood warnings hit phones at 1:14 a.m., it was already too late for many.
No warnings at all. They came hours later, which
No
was the
warnings.
most devastating part. We got the warnings on our phones hours later. Hours later. The destruction had already been done before the warnings came out.
That's awful.
At Camp Mystic, parents say the floodwaters came in darkness. A wall of water smashed through cabins while kids slept. Counsellors shouted. Some tried to swim. At least 27 girls are still missing.
God rest their souls. I mean, that's, oh, God. I'm trying to take some kind of comforting thing from the fact that it happened while they were asleep, but I'm guessing the only way that would happen is if the water hit the cabin so hard that the impact for the ones who did pass away, the impact caused it to be instant. But I'm guessing that wasn't the case, and there would have been quite a lot of those children who would have drowned, or while they were being washed away, smashing into things already in the swell, like cars and trees and sharp. Oh, I don't even want to think about that. It just reminds me of that movie about the tsunami and that film with Ewan McGregor, The Impossible. Yeah, it just reminds me of that. When Tom Holland and Nicole Kidman are just flowing down the river trying to grab a hold of each other and smashing into things, and it must. Oh.
So why is this happening more often and more violently? Scientists point to one cause: climate change. Warmer
Right. Okay. No, I'm not going to get political, because out of respect for the victims, I'm not going to jump on my soapbox. I'm just not going to.
air holds more moisture, warmer oceans create more water vapor, and the result: heavier, more intense rainfall everywhere. Ocean temperatures in the Gulf have been above average for months. That gave this storm extra fuel and nowhere to go, like squeezing a sponge again and again and again. Nearly 40 years ago, the same river took 10 lives during another summer camp evacuation in 1987. The parallels are haunting. Same county, same river, same children, same mistakes. Texas officials and the nation are asking hard questions. W. Nim Kidd, head of Texas Emergency Management, says the rainfall was never in any of the forecasts. But the Weather Service Union defends its teams, citing staff shortages, outdated systems, and a broken pipeline between warnings and action. More than 850 people have been rescued. Coast Guard helicopters are still flying. Drones scan mud-covered riverbanks. The search, officials say, is still a rescue mission, not yet recovery. But time is running out.
I'm declaring a state-based disaster for...
A state-based disaster, yeah. But that bit about the outdated weather systems, that shouldn't be happening in America, you know? I mean, I saw, again, something in the news the other day that the stock market in America reached an all-time high recently. The economy's booming. Technologically, they're ahead pretty much everybody. You know, they've got the strongest military in the world. Their weather systems should be the best in the world as well. You just think that. So why? I mean, I know, again, not to get political, I'll just say this and move on. There was a big mess to clear up in terms of things like that for the new administration when they got in. I mean, they had to set up an entire brand new government department just to clean up the mess that the ones before had left. But still, you'd think they could do something that they could have done. Yeah. So because even the weather systems didn't predict it, I guess it's just like one of those freak weather events, like that Indian Ocean tsunami and the awful hurricane in Florida not too long ago. It counts as one of those type of events, doesn't it?
A state-based disaster.
No one could predict it.
For those in the following counties: Bandera, Coke, Comal, Concho, Gillespie, Kendall, Kerr, Kimball, Llano, Mason, McCullough, Menard, Reeves, San Saba, and Tom Green counties. This will ensure all the counties that are identified in this, and there may be more that need to be added later, are going to have access to every tool, strategy, personnel that the state of Texas can provide to them, which will be limitless.
We can't control the rain, but we can prepare for it. Flood forecasting must evolve. Infrastructure must improve. Public education must become urgent, because this won't be the last storm. Texas is learning, again, that in Flash Flood Alley, just 5 minutes of rising water can take everything.
Yeah, well, in a place called Flash Flood Alley, I guess something like this isn't totally unexpected. So, yeah. Just maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I know people have to live somewhere and countries are set up the way they are, but if I had my way, I'd just make it that humans don't live within so many miles of any place that's called Flash Flood Alley or Tornado Alley. I just wouldn't permit humans to live there or settle there or set up civilization there at all. It's just asking for death. You know, why would you choose to live in Tornado Alley unless you're a tornado chaser or a, you know, a weather scientist? Why would you choose to live in the cabin, the research facility on the top of Mount Washington, unless you were part of the team that works up there researching the winds and stuff? You know, that just been my suggestion. I'm not blaming the people who live there. I'm saying that the people in charge with the power to, you know, set rules and things, places like this that they know are prone to, like she just said, 5 minutes of heavy rainfall can turn into a flash flood, powerful enough to destroy everything in its path. Yeah, so the governor of Texas or a president in the past should have said, right, nobody lives there then. Move to Austin. Move to, you know, wherever. Is El Paso in Texas? It is, isn't it? Amarillo. You know? I'm just, yeah, I'm not blaming the people, the civilians. I'm blaming the people in charge. Oh, it's over. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't exactly full of information. But I'm kind of glad that it didn't go into too much detail in terms of, like, statistics and, yeah, but... Oh my God. At least 130 people have died. Right, that's... Mum of an 8-year-old killed. A girl's death in Texas floods is her family's third loss this year. Whoever that family is, just hope they can get through it. And early July 2025, Texas experienced intense rainfall with up to 312 inches falling in a short period, causing the Guadalupe River to overflow. And it led to widespread destruction and loss of life. Many of those unaccounted for include campers from Camp Mystic, a summer camp for girls located along the river. Again, why base a summer camp for children on a river that they know can turn into a flow of water-based death and destruction within... it just winds me up. But yeah, 28 children killed by... Can't read this shit, man. I can't. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've always said that whenever these kind of things happen, I've always said, I mean, fair enough if you live somewhere where you can't help it. Like in Japan, for example, they have a lot of earthquakes, like serious earthquakes, and it's only a small country. You know, it's not much bigger than Great Britain. Well, no, I suppose it is. It's like long and stringy and skinny, isn't it? A bit like Italy or Chile. I'm not saying in size. I'm saying like in country shape. But yeah, it's awful. And I hope that this rescue effort that was that the governor of Texas? I don't know who the governor of Texas is, but or what. I don't know who he is and what party is. Is he Republican, Democrat, Independent? What? I don't know. But he said that the supplies and the effort will be unlimited, which is good to hear. Putting everything into it. I mean, most American states have bigger budgets than most countries, so at least the effort to rescue people, there'll be a lot of money and tech going into it. I mean, there was a shot in this that looked like they were sending the army in at one point, so yeah. So I hope that turns out to be successful. And they can find some people. I might, mind you, if they haven't found them by now, what is said this happened on the 4th of July, it's the 19th of July as I'm recording this, 1 minute past 1 in the morning on the 19th. So, if any of my viewers know anybody that's involved in this, or have lost anybody in this, or if you were involved in this and you somehow managed to get somewhere where you're able to watch, get internet access, or you kept hold of your phone or whatever, I don't know, then my thoughts are with you, and I'm sorry that this has happened, and I hope that all your family are safe. And yeah, as I always say with anything like this, but what was the last thing that happened? Yeah, it was the Southport thing. I think I said something along the lines of, if anybody knows anybody involved that watches my channel, the channel page inbox is always open. So same for this. There's a fucking flying. Sorry. Yeah, the channel inbox is always open on Facebook. You find the Facebook page in the About section of the channel. And thanks for watching, and stay strong out there. I'll try and keep better updated now I've watched this, okay? So thanks for watching, good night.